Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all well. You certainly have arrived to the fountain of dreams realization. I am Mutava Lutendo from the Division of Student Funding, Postgraduate Bursaries. Welcome to UNISA. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've already alluded that I'm from the Division of Student Funding at the Postgraduate Bursaries Office. So we are divided into two subsections. The first section being the Division of Student Funding, Postgraduate Bursaries Application section. So that is where we process your bursary applications and do the vetting process up until the time whereby you get to know of your bursary application outcomes. Then we've got the second subsection, which is the award section. So this award section is responsible for the allocation of funds and also the refunds for the students who would have paid the registration fees from their own pockets. We offer two groups of bursaries, which are the postgraduate diploma and honors bursaries, masters and doctoral bursaries. However, today I will be presenting on the masters and doctoral bursary. It's worth noting that the application opening date has not yet been agreed upon. It will be communicated later on during the year, and the students will be made aware. It's also worth noting that students should be temporarily registered by 2026 on the 31st of January for the registration to be activated once the application for the bursary has been successful. So who can apply? So all the UNISA South African and international master's doctoral students, obviously with the preference given to South African students according to an 80-20 per ratio rule that we have put in place. Masters by coursework students who have passed at least two coursework modules by the end of January, the 31st, 2026. Masters and doctoral research students who have completed their research proposal phase by the 31st of January 2026. Who cannot apply? So students that are barred from applying for this bursary are the UNISA permanent staff, first-year masters and doctoral students on the basis that they would not have had achieved the proposal module as yet. Students who already hold a postgraduate degree at the same or a higher NQF level to the qualification registered in 2026. So the bursary does not fund special study programs, including certificates, non-degree purposes programs. The bursary covers the tuition fee as well as the research essentials. So for master's degree by research and experimental research, the allowance is limited only to 55,000 over the first 3 consecutive years of funding. So for master's degree by coursework, the allowance is limited to 25,000 over the first 2 consecutive years of funding. For doctoral degree by research, the research allowance is limited to 80,000 over the first 4 consecutive years of funding. For doctoral degree by experimental research, the allowance is also limited to 120,000 over the first 4 consecutive years of funding. And first year awarded masters and doctoral beneficiaries in their second year of study are only eligible to laptop allowance from the above allocated research allowance. First year or returning awarded masters and doctoral beneficiaries in their third, fourth, or fifth year of study are only eligible to the research allowance subject to the receipt of the ethical clearance certificate confirmed by the. So it's worth noting, maybe I need to reiterate a little bit on this point to say for this students to be allocated the research allowance, they need to be a provision of proof of the ethical clearance, which should have been obtained by the student at the time when we do the allocating of the funds. So populated there is the manner in which you go on about applying for this bursary. So you just go to the website, to the Google Chrome, and then you type postgraduate bursaries at unisa.ac.za. Then you will be directed to our website where you will be able to provide or to submit your bursary application. You can contact us via the above provided email address, which is cgspgb@unisa.ac.za. For inquiries that are relating to the UNISA postgraduate bursary processes, the inquiries which are related to the processing and approval of bursary applications, inquiries relating to the receipt and processing of the bursary contracts, post-approval and awarding of successful application. However, for the inquiries that are relating to the processing of bursary awarding, payment of the funds and banking details link related queries, you are to send the inquiry to this email address, dsfpostgrad@unisa.ac.za. Maybe one thing that I need to point out to our students is such that you will only be eligible for this bursary in the academic year 2026, since you are coming or you are registered for your postgraduate qualification for the first time in the academic year 2025. So in 2026, the expectation is such that you would have already obtained your proposal module results, which means that you will only be eligible for the bursary in the academic year 2026. Thank you.
We sincerely are wishing you nothing but the best in your academic journey with us, Kanimamba.